Welcome to the channel, and today we'll be talking about the 2019 Grammys, and it's beginning to seem like the Grammys is more about politics and social justice than actual music. Hello again, and if you missed the 2019 Grammys, well, good for you. You clearly spent your time on more productive things, as sleeping was much better than this political snooze fest that had little to do with actual music. Before we begin, if you're new to the channel, remember to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Of course, everything I'll state here is just my opinion, and you have the right to agree or disagree. But in a nutshell, the 2019 Grammys was a low point for the Grammys, and although many outlets seem to focus on other news like empowerment and female domination, the 2019 Grammys set a new all-time ratings low, although viewership was pretty much flat compared to 2018. We start with the Song of the Year and Record of the Year. This is America by Childish Gambino. This was a song that on its own right would have gained only a fraction of the attention it got if it wasn't for the music video and the political message behind it, as the song on its own is actually not that good, to be frank. Even many huge fans of Childish Gambino will agree that this is not one of his best songs yet, just based on the political message that was forgotten in less than a month after it released. It earned 2 important Grammys. Of course, if you identify as the oppressed in America, this is probably good news for you, but the song, which is what the Grammys should be focused on, is not that good. But anyways, congrats to Childish Gambino. This was no surprise that the current industry sweetheart Ariana Grande took home the Best Pop Vocal Album award and defeated Shawn Mendes, Beautiful Trauma, Reputation, and Camila. But I'm on the opposite end of the spectrum here, as I believe these albums were actually better than Sweetener, even Camila by Camila Cabello. But Sweetener with songs like God is a Woman certainly was hard to beat, based on the current political climate in the United States, since the oppressed need pop icons and the media to feel empowered. Next up is Best Rap Song, and to be honest, after the year Drake had based on equivalent sales and song sales of God's Plan, I felt the Grammys felt they needed to put his name somewhere since Scorpion wasn't nominated for Best Rap Album, and I'll expand on why later on in the video. Eminem here was also nominated for marketing purposes since he fell out with the Grammys on Kamikaze by talking about what goes on behind the scenes, and I'll expand on this later on. The only sad thing here is that the Grammy would have given Joyner Lucas some respect on his name, but overall, since this was a rap category, the only songs on the list that deserved nominations in my opinion were Lucky You and King is Dead. When the nominations for Rap Albums of the Year were released, I saw this coming, as the nominated albums only served one purpose in the Rap Albums category, and that was to make it easier for Cardi B to take home that award, and now she takes the title of the first female solo artist to win in this category, which is a slap in the face especially for other females that have done much more in the past. Kamikaze was left out for obvious reasons. Scorpion was left out, Beer Bongs and Bentleys was left out, and regardless of what you believe about the quality of those albums would have made it quite difficult for Invasion of Privacy to take home this award, and this was clearly set up nicely for Cardi, and based on the story alone, it's quite the success story for Cardi to win this award on her first try, if only it was deserved. But this sits well with headlines like this. From The Guardian we got Diversity wins as female artist and hip-hop triumph at the Grammys. From The Time we got Women step up to sweep the awards at Grammys as Dua Lipa wins Best New Artist. This is my favorite from The Independent. Female artists dominate the Grammys as the awards make up for past sexist mistakes. For some reason, this reminded me of when news came out about Spotify algorithms being sexist to female artists. Even software code can be accused of sexism these days, since recommending music from artists you love on streaming platforms these days is sexist. I could go on, but now you understand my point. So these journalists are just helping to prove the point that this was about giving out participation trophies and politics rather than music, because last year the Grammys were criticized for sexism, so this year's award show was to please the media journalists based on how the headlines have been worded. And for the album that won Album of the Year, Golden Hour by Kacey Musgraves, Eminem was right on the money about this one, as the Grammys just use the bigger artists to promote artists that no one has really heard of, based on the commercial performance of Golden Hour, and this is accurately what Eminem meant by calling the Grammys leeches. Get all the big artist names in the nominations and give the award to someone that no one has heard of, and even within the PC camp, there seems to be disagreement on whether Golden Hour deserved the award, but check out what passes for journalism these days. According to Kaylee Algrim from Insider, Janelle Monáe's Dirty Computer deserved the award because it had themes like female empowerment, LGBTQ visibility, and black girl magic. And I'm here wondering what all those have to do with winning a Grammy for Album of the Year. What are your thoughts on this? I've stated mine. Tell us yours in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this.